All right, shalom, shalom. Here we go. All right, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites out here once again, prophesied downfall of America, which is spiritual Egypt, Sodom, modern day Babylon, the last leg of Rome, and the uprising of Israel, which is through the spirit of Yahweh Yahushai, consisting of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, so forth. So with that, we're going to get all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone, must citation to the brothers teaching the word for the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, most high will. We're going to go into a little bit about why we're here as the hopeful elect, why we were born into this world. Not for no fancy playground, type of child stuff. And even as we get older, getting into these philosophies or, so we're going to get that first scripture. He said good against evil. You can pull it up, bro.
Yeah. This is it's the book of Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 14. And it reads, good is set against evil.
Good is set against evil. So it's no choosing the lesser evils and all that. There's no trying to find a loophole. It's not like everybody have opinions, to where, well, I don't think that's evil. I don't think that's good. No, it's good against evil, man. That's a war strategy, a war thing, man. Go ahead.
And life against death.
And life against death. And what does it say? Do good, do righteous. That's life. Eating right is life. Treating your brethren well is life. If Jake abided by those things, it wouldn't be no ghetto full of, rape, robbery, and murder. So there has to be a standard of good, man.
You got some. Oh, no, that's the same deal.
Was that going on? Go ahead.
So is the godly against the sinner.
So is the godly against the sinner. So Most High put a separation between the godly and sinner. Ain't no way he could be for the sinner if he put the godly against the sinner. So, on the right-hand side, we're battling to the best of our ability, man, to get rid of sin. It's poison to us. Transgression of the law. It's what keeps us from the Most High. It's what keeps us from the Most High helping us. So we're fighting with spiritual uppercuts and ducks and got our spiritual boxing gloves on, and the devil is, throwing hooks and all that, and we ducking and all that with these scriptures. Shalom to the brothers, sisters on the common board that tune in, lights out, devil, shalom. So this is, and Most High, he's a Lord of war. It says the Lord is a man of war in Exodus 13 and 5, I think. 15 and 3.
Yeah, I'll double check.
No, that's it. That's definitely it. Exodus 15 and 3 says the Lord is a man of war. So, the Most High put us in this matrix to come out of woman's womb to raise us up to be prophets, which is a part of the war, to condemn the evilness and the wickedness in this land that got our people basically by the hair of the chinny chin chin, man, about to drop them into destruction, man. Go ahead.
And the sinner against the godly.
And the sinner against the godly. You can't be a sinner and godly at the same time. You got to fight it. You got to fight the sinner and fight the sin in you. You know, you got to condemn the sinner. You know, that's why we come up from the Bible, saying you can't eat certain things according to the law. You know, it says the children of darkness is not as the children of light, man. So there's a war going on, and it started in the womb. But it started in, Most High brought it. It says, as it is done in heaven, it should be done on earth. Most High brought us into the womb, and he grew us up, protected us in the womb to make sure that we'll be out here right now. Because now it's the end time. All that time that went by, it's the end now. And it says, what? That is the end of the thing, and the end is manifest. So that's why we come out here, and people don't understand that. Well, what are they doing? Protesting? What are they doing? Now it's the end of the world, and the Most High called us to condemn the wickedness of our people and the wickedness of the world, man. Jeremiah, see, I knew thee in the womb. Jeremiah 1:5. Let's get that. Jeremiah 1:5. It says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And that's what our parents don't understand. They don't understand the spiritual establishment, orchestration of this, man. We were born in the womb for a reason. Hey, you think we just came out of nowhere, man? Most High formed us in the womb. He had things that he sold into us in the womb before we came out of the womb. We probably heard different things that the angels had us, to kind of, listen to more than the average baby. That's setting an example. But then when you get, that when you go out of your mother's womb, it says, you don't remember the former things. But now we're remembering it. Now we know why the Most High brought us in that way. There's a lot of dangerous. There's a lot of dangerous things that could have happened in the womb, or you being inside of another person's body. Where they could be able to control you. Carry you wherever they want to and shit. The angels had to be guiding, make sure the men of the Lord were all right. And it says, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, there go, I sanctified thee, and ordained thee a prophet into the nations, right? So we, the parents and all that, everybody's cute when they come out as a baby and all that. And you get to spend time, the parents get to spend time with their children and enjoy their walk. But soon, you start growing a beard, you get grown, you start discerning things, start figuring things out, And then we had to go into the world and then come into the truth. I think, High Priest Ariel, I think he was born in the truth, if I'm not mistaken. But, and now this is the purpose, man. And then what did the devil know? That, hey, it's going to be children, just like back in the Moses time, the children of the Hebrews, they multiplied. And then they know prophets are going to be born, so they be like, damn, we got to get the AIDS awareness out there. We got to stop them with the crack. We got to stop them with the gangbanging. We got to stop them with anything, any method they can come up with. False leaders. Yeah, false leaders. Prophet, setting up a whole. It just happens that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King was at the time when the truth came out, man. But Abba Bivens. That so happened around that same time. So they knew they was doing.
Same time JFK got killed. They tried to make this whole little facade to keep Jake from seeing that this is the way the Lord wanted us to really go.
Yeah. Yeah. And like Elder Yashawama, he just talked about the slave Bible, man. Took certain things out, didn't let us read the Bible. Those are all, it's a great deception, man. from wanting us to know that we Hebrew Israelites.
They doing it today again. That's why they making the schools in Oklahoma teach the Bible again. But they're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah,
they're gonna take stuff out. Yeah, they ain't gonna really explain what's going on.
And if this wasn't the truth, why we break that spell, man? That even Willie Lynch talked about. How we break this spell? Because we could be niggas. It's easy to be a nigga, man. And niggas don't really do shit but cause trouble, go to the club, hang out, you know, smoke weed all day. Like Tupac said, smoke weed all day.
Yeah.
Want to be your N-I-G-G-A, you know? It says, then said Lord, power, Yahweh, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, say not that I am a child, but thou shalt go to all thou shalt send thee. Yeah, man. Because, you know, there's lawyers out there. There's Bible scholars out there. There's big philosophers out there, you know? And then you be like, man, I'm just a child, man. I don't know what to tell them. You know? Once I said, I'm going to send you to a New And and so this is becoming the book of the land again. Slowly but surely, but Most High is going to have to turn it all the way over, but like you said, they starting to put the Bible back in school.
Got a whole bunch of people online trying to come in and read different scriptures like they know what it's talking about.
Yeah.
Because people get nervous.
Yeah.
They starting to see that the scriptures, you know.
Okay. Yeah, if they can know the scriptures, they trying to make the scriptures comforting, but they ain't gonna read out the scriptures because they're gonna read that they Edomites, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it ain't gonna work well for them.
So they keep going to them Gentile scriptures, talking about the Gentiles can be saved. They try all that stuff because they hoping that they can get out, and they can't, man. There ain't no way out of this thing.
Most High put them in their own matrix.
Yeah. Ain't no way out of this thing unless you're an Israelite and you're the elect.
Yep.
That's it.
And it says, say now that I am a child, and go to all thou shalt send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Yeah. We didn't command ourselves to speak what we speak, and this came from the scriptures. It said, go on the highways and byways, compel my people to come in, warn them of their sins. And it said, prophesy against Magog and Gog and Magog. It said, prophesy against Mount Seir. It says, prophesy against the nations, man. And now these nations are starting to understand, that who they are. They starting to understand that they ain't got the juice like Israel, man. They don't got an elect.
They ain't got the sauce.
Yeah.
They ain't got it.
You ain't never heard of Moab talking about an elect?
Nah.
Or even the Christians talking about an elect.
Yo, they say everybody can get saved.
Yeah. Exactly. It says, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, said the Lord. Because they hate him that rebuketh at the gate. And they get all savvy with tactics and all that. And verse 9, Shalom, brother. Shalom. Verse 9, then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth, and the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. Most High put these words in our mouth. We didn't. Then we woke up one day and said, I had a dream, man. I'm going to go out on the street. And you don't have nothing to talk about. But now that the scripture's been broken down by the apostles and prophets, elders, then you could say, man, let's go here, let's go there. Like the scripture said, here a little, there a little. Yeah, so-called white men come up, now God so loved the world, let's go to that world, man, see what it means. It's not the same world that the people believe it is on the earth, man.
Yeah, it's cosmos, how you say that in the Greek.
Yeah.
It's talking about the elect.
Yeah. And then you read the Bible, you start to understand almost every chapter talks about the elect, the remnant,
one lily,
yeah,
one chosen people.
Yeah. It says, "See, I have set this day. See, I have set this day before thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, man, to root out and pull down and to destroy and to throw down and to build and to plant, man." That ultimately comes in when we rule these nations. They're going to be under us, and they're going to be building and planting things that we tell them to build and all that. They're going to be our servants because this whole world is messed up because there's no right rulership in this place, man. Mm-hmm. It said the righteous, if the righteous was an authority, the people will rejoice. And you see this mourning all over the place, man. Even TikTok, it was supposed to be an entertainment, joy, you know, to enjoy, laugh and stuff. And people still do laugh on there. But you know, now you're starting to see these tragedies, man. These the Biden administration talk and all that, just from the common Jake. Jake wasn't on that shit before. He was just hanging out on the porch like, what do we do, man? You know, well, I guess I'll sell a little drugs or some shit. There ain't nothing to do. But now it's something to do. It says be occupied in prophecy. You know? It says, so yeah. So we've been formed in the womb. This is a real matrix, man. Like it's real powers on earth. This real powers of the people. The elites got CERN shit like CERN, man. High technology, high energy and all that. They got satellites, man. How is Jake gonna compete with that, man? Without the Most High? Where does our power come from? Well, the Most High, you'd be like, you just woke up in the womb and shit, like actually formed in the womb. Wow. Most High formed you in there. Of course, the man put the seed in there, but Most High, Jake don't have to just, you know how you make a cake and you have to watch over the cake like every 3 minutes and shit, and you gotta make sure it's not bubbling and no things in it. They didn't have to do that when the child was in the oven in the woman's womb. Yeah. And you just wait 9 months and it's there it is. That's the Most High. Yeah.
And it's that man's going to the Lord, so he the one who had the man doing that.
Exactly.
You know, to have that child, put it in his spirit.
Exactly. You know, those parents come together. Oh, that's the Most High. You got some more.
The one that you quoted earlier.
Yeah.
Want that?
No, we can get not right now. All right. Get that Ecclesiastes 7:11. Okay. My favorite scripture. One of them.
Right. It's Ecclesiastes 7,
11 and 5.
11 and 5? Oh, all right. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 11 and 5, and it reads, "As thou knowest not what is the way of the spirit."
Them scientists, them men of CERN and all that, they don't know the way of the spirit. They don't know how the Most High get down. They don't know how Esau and Jacob can come from the same womb, be brothers, and Most High hate one and love the other. You know, they don't know what the miraculous stuff that's happening in the womb. Mm-hmm. They didn't know that this baby is going to become a great prophet. You know, like a lot of their greatness come in these movies and shit. You know, they play scientists, doctors in the movies, but the earth don't really need them. The earth don't really need the so-called white man. But you know, Most High is giving him his time is for his purpose. So he is propped up for a reason. His powers do matter according to prophecy because the Most High made it that way. Go ahead. Nothing. So they know not the spirit. Go ahead.
Nor how the bones do grow in the womb.
How did the bones grow in the womb? And scientists be trying to figure all that out. And they can't. All they could do is deal with physical matter. They don't know the way of the spirit. They don't know who this man is going to become. They didn't know we was going to become prophets. They thought we was going to be in the ghettos and slums forever.
That's why King Harag, when Yahushua and you know, Joseph and Mary fled into Egypt, he killed all the firstborn because he didn't know who was going to be who.
Yeah.
You know?
And then as soon as the son was born, he's like, well, show me where he is. You know? He want to know because he want to get at him. Yeah. They know when children are, and every time, even with the incident with Mary and Elizabeth, her cousin, when they brought forth John and then Yahweh Shai, they said, and then they saw miraculous things happening, angels and all that. They was like, well, this is the beginning of we gotta get out of here. You know, that was the beginning of the steps leading to Yahweh Shai being crucified, which is the beginning of their downfall, man.
And if it wasn't for him putting that covering cast over the people, they would be doing the same thing today. King Harag could be back today, or he might be coming into the world soon. But he gonna be here for that judgment.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord's gonna make sure everybody who's supposed to be here for that judgment gonna be here, and that's everybody.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be left out.
And then what they say, the apostles say too, and they said when it's increased on the earth, that men have increased on the earth for a reason. For a reason, for that judgment.
It said,
and it said, in the Apocrypha, it says, look how much have increased in the earth. Wickedness also, but look how many, like now the gate used to be wide, but now it's narrow. You know, because men have increased wickedness. Now you can't, you deal with that's why people say, let's deal with a small circle. Yep. But once you get a big circle and you have like 100 men in a group, you don't know who's doing yet.
Can't check nobody.
Yep.
Too much stuff going on.
Too much going on.
And you trying to check yourself too.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why the Lord set up small sanctuaries.
Little sanctuaries, yeah. Even that's how you know how many people were walking in Jerusalem. Yahweh Shai said, who touched my garments? You know what I'm saying? So Jerusalem used to be filled with on the streets, man. But now look, we the only one on the streets talking the good word.
Yeah. So it says, grow in the womb of her that is with child.
That's with child, yeah.
Even so thou knowest not the works of the Most High who maketh all.
You don't know the works of the Most High who maketh all. Because even the Most High told us, hey, I love y'all, man. Wasn't Esau's, y'all brother? But I hated Esau and loved you. Because what Esau was he doing? He was trying to pursue Jacob to slay him, man. Just like the spirit of Cain. So now we reaching this battle of spiritual war. Because even the top men, the top elites, they deal with black elite men, and they deal with black philosophers. And they're the ones that's putting out these philosophies of 5%ers and all that. The Malcolm X thing and the Christian doctrine. The Christian doctrine got a black philosopher behind it.
It's a battle for your mind.
Yep.
Yep. And they don't want the hopeful elect to come on one accord, because that's what it says the elect will do. Mm-hmm. That's why we hope that we are the elect, because we portraying that image to the best of our abilities, while the rest of the world is literally the opposite of that.
Yep. Yep. And now, it's not like, because they got a thing called coexist where all these religions come together. Mm-hmm. That's another wicked spirit, man. You don't supposed to coexist. Then your enemy is going to be in the house.
Yeah, and the closest you see to that stuff working is a sticker being on the back of their car. You ain't never see them doing no work for the Lord.
No.
They ain't never gathering together or nothing. It's just a little couple books they got. Maybe they got a video game or something. Whatever. But it's why? It's a pointless concept of life. It really is dead.
Yep. I'm gonna go to prophet against many kingdoms. What is that?
Sharon White.
Yeah. Oh, it's 28. Let me get this in the meantime.
It's 28.
Jeremiah 26:4, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord, if you would not hearken to me to walk in my law, which I have set before you, to hearken to the words of my servants, the prophets, because we're not no big shots like celebrities with cameras and all that, and have to jump out of limousine every, when we read the scriptures. We're servants, man.
Yeah.
We serve the Most High. We we gotta, gather stuff together, gotta report, and communicate and march, and I'm talking about spiritually, by being on the highways and byways. We ain't just, we gotta study, we ain't just out here, man.
Gotta refresh our minds, know the word, all that.
Yeah, fight stress, fight, depression, fight the enemy, fight the demons in your mind and shit. It says, "Whom I have sent unto you, both rising up early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened." Because you can easily say, "Well, I got a personal relationship with God." Well, that ain't how God communicates. He communicates through His prophets.
Communicate with nations.
Yeah,
He deals with nations. And within those particular nations, there are certain leaders that He commands to do, and He shows them certain things, but it's for the whole nation.
Yeah,
it's the whole body. We don't just do anything personally for ourselves, and the rest of the brothers and the elect don't benefit off of it. This is for the benefit of the elect.
Yeah.
Because
it was preordained.
Preordained.
And that's when we getting that.
That prophesied against many nations. I was supposed to come through. It was in 28.
28. Says, it's crazy. I didn't even get them up. Jeremiah 28:8, it says, "The prophets that have been before me, prophets and before thee, of old prophesied both against many countries." And why did it say that of old? Because it's going to happen again. It's going to be prophecies until the prophecies are fulfilled, man. Prophets until the prophets are fulfilled. So as long as this world is ruled by wickedness, you're gonna see men of the Lord. You're gonna see the truth. What did it say? For so much time that has passed, and now the truth is out. Because the Most High plays chess, man, spiritual chess. He set up war tactics different ways than men. Slavery had to go by. That's when we had the Black Power stuff. Go back to Africa with Marcus Garvey. We had the Emancipation Proclamation, whatever. We had the so-called liberty of and so-called abolishment of slavery, which was a lie. But all those things, and then finally being able to vote, bear arms and all that. Those are tactics, man. Set Israel up to believe that he's a part of this dream of America. Because their dream ain't like play the best basketball, be on a pro team, or to be a pro wrestler. Their dream is to get this new world order established. They have a whole another dream that Jake, but Jake he won't just want that cash, man, and be famous and all that. Well, you see where fame gets you, because all these basketball players are suffering behind child support and getting cut from the team, and different things, man. Broken up families, even with them, they got all the money in the world and still their families are broken up.
They don't understand that, like this treasure, this truth. Like we had to die a whole lot of times, and had to do what the Lord said to get to this point, to keep this truth to the end. That's the only people who are going to be actually do it. Who actually, it talked about the prophets, how they died. They died seeing the faith far off, but they still stayed to the end. Yeah. And they did that every time and got here to get this truth. That's how serious this is. You ain't gonna just get into this.
Because what they say in the scriptures, they desired to see this day.
Man,
we're living in special times, man. Because watch, man, something gonna happen, man. Most High gonna drop the bomb, and something gonna happen, man. It's gonna be some crazy stuff going on,
hot, man.
And then some angelic stuff going on. They be going like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Seeing weird
That
creatures.
scripture, many prophets wish to see the things be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you know, like we going back to that scripture, one of the joys to see your enemy fall. I bet you know that we is in the spirit, just speaking as a man in front of the Lord, like I want to be down there in the last days. Lord, send me down there. Because I want to see Babylon destroyed.
I want to get out there because we know this is your will. We know that if we for you, we can be against it. You know.
Who was that in Revelation when there was the angel talking to him about the Babylon, the one that sat on the horse that sat on many waters? He said he marveled at Babylon. Who was that?
The he. Who was the he in it?
Yeah.
Let's see what it's
Revelation. It's like Revelation 17. He marveled.
Yeah.
The angel. I was wondering who was that.
Yeah, I know he's like that. Yeah.
The angel.
He's not talking who the angel was.
Now, who the angel was talking to?
Who the angel was talking to?
Yeah. He said he marveled at it. And I was
talking about John the Revelator.
I think that might have been
Yeah.
Yeah, that's John the Revelator.
But where is it? Where were you talking about?
I see what you're trying to say. You trying to, it's Revelation 17. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm pretty sure it's right.
Yeah, 17:6.
Yeah.
I can see she was drunk with her.
Yeah, I mean, this is John the Revelator. Seeing this revelation.
I just know you like to look at it because you be thinking other things.
Yeah. But that woman, of course, is Babylon, America. Drunken with the blood of the saints. That's martyrism. And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Yeah. That's just going into him seeing that the Lord set all this up for a specific reason, and for it to get destroyed, So yeah, but they those prophets that talked about that in the days of old that wish to see what we see, that's us coming back. That's us, we hope to be the men. What other point is to reading the Bible if you wasn't even there?
Yeah.
We hope to be there.
Yeah, because the angel in the 7th verse said unto John Revelator, wherefore did thou marvel? I will set thee mystery of the woman and the beast that carrieth her, which has 7 heads and 10 horns. So we represent John the Revelator right now, because now we're being revealed in the times of what he saw back then. And remember, he said he was going to prophesy again on the land of Patmos. So it's all dealing with the angelic order set up for the prophecy of prophets being sent out there to break this down, what it means. And we are wondering with great admiration too, because we can't believe, like, damn, this is crazy. This is the actual, we're living in the actual harlot, man. This is the beast.
Really what it is.
Yeah. NATO and EU, the beast is really coming together, and So we are part of that orchestration, and Most High will, to the end,
Yeah, he made it only to where we could identify it. Everybody else really don't think it exists.
That's when you was getting at a Daniel 12 until my knowledge shall be increased.
Yeah.
They go to and fro, and he would be blind, and those that
so you talking about 12 and 4.
And the martyrism goes back to Rome, man. They was believing in Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
And they was getting threatened and put to death. John the Baptist was beheaded. And they was like that gruesome stuff, like bring me John the Baptist's head on a platter, man.
Or King Herod's birthday. That's why we don't celebrate birthdays, Jake.
Yeah,
that's why we don't do that stuff, because that's the customs of the heathen. Yeah. And some of our cherished prophets have died on those days. That's why Job said, "Cursed they all born." And we're coming back. We want to come be those prophets in that time, coming back to get the reward that Yahweh Shai said he had. That's why he bring the prophets back. That's how we know they got to be here, or they can't receive their reward of getting saved out of Babylon and becoming the ruler of the nations.
And John, of course, Job was, of course, told he had an angel, talking like, to guide him because he had a purpose. Yeah. So even though, we're born in this effed up world, we still got a purpose. So the Most High keeps us here and guides us and say, no, prophesy. Hold your integrity in these gruesome times. Go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, I got one. Just what we were talking about. Revelation 22, verse 12, and it reads, "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me."
That's in red. So behold, I come quickly, man. And that's what we're doing, waiting on. It said, blessed is he that wait upon the Lord, man. So, and we're seeing already the signs, man, the signs of the chariots and all that, the signs of the prophets on the street, all across the world, man. So we know we're close, and it's people making TikTok videos talking about they've seen angels, or babies looking at angels, or looking at, looking in the air, talking to somebody that people don't see. So it's another realm that we're dealing with, and the Most High is making that manifest. He's starting to make that realm manifest. So they're going to start seeing more stuff, going on in the earth. Go ahead.
To give every man according as his work shall be.
Yeah. What is your work? Because Yahweh Shai, when he was on earth, he said, if you don't believe my words, believe my works. Right? They speak of me.
You got the Christians, they like, oh, faith, no work.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, man.
He said he's gonna give you what you did on your work.
He said, show me your faith, show me faith without works, and I'll show you my faith by my works. Because that's how you have faith. If you have faith that the world is ending, or that the evil is gonna be, you're gonna do something about it. Like, you're gonna be out here,
You're gonna move cautious.
Yeah.
Circumspect.
Yeah.
You're gonna think about, is this gonna lead me into destruction?
If a woman get woman get kidnapped and she have faith and hope that she escapes, and then the kidnapper goes out the door, she's gonna jump out the window. You're not gonna wait for him to get back. Yeah, you're gonna make a move. They had two little black girls. They had a comparison with a black girl and a white girl, so-called. But it was a Judite and an Edomite. And the Edomite, continue to be kidnapped and raped. The first time a chance that young black girl got an escape, I think she was like 11 or something. Mm-hmm. She was out the window, man, and at home, literally looking at herself on the news of her own kidnapping. So she took they say call it a leap of faith. Sometimes you got to take the leap of faith. This is a leap of faith. We don't see, it says faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things unseen. We don't see the kingdom right in front of us now, but we have faith.
Yeah, we do, man. Jake know how to jump. Y'all seen him, Jake. We're going to take that leap, man.
Yeah. They got him in the air. They call him Air Jordan.
We're going to take that leap, man. We're going to jump all the way to the end, Lord willing.
Yeah.
Jump past all the society, whatever they doing, we're going to do this.
And the same ones they praise worked hard as hell. Michael Jordan, he worked hard as hell. He's on the 2/3 side now, but he's been on the 2, but he worked hard as hell. Where's that Netflix?
The Last Ring.
Yeah, The Last Dance.
Yeah,
man. And they show you all the things, like he was working day and night, but nobody else was playing basketball. He was competitive. Had 3. You might have say, hey, I want to play against 3 people. And then you might just look like a dumbass for a little bit, and then you get to the point where you master that shit. You're like, shit, like we said, through mastery of the jiu-jitsu and karate and all those things, you have to wax on and wax off, Daniel's son. You can't just come in as a master, man. You gotta, even as a chess player, somebody got to teach you how to play chess. Somebody made that game, and they made the rules before you even. Yeah. So you gotta. You say, well, you breaking the rules, because you this is my game. Well, who made you Who made you? Well, don't play chess then. Play another game. See, this is the most highest game.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to learn to play by the rules of his.
And you got to know what piece you is.
Yeah,
Administrations
exactly.
in the brother. So you got to know what your moves can be. Like,
Mhm.
you know, and that's how we learn them from the elders and the apostles. They show us like this is the best way to move.
Yeah.
After they examine you long enough, they tell you like this is what you're supposed to be doing, and that's coming from the Lord.
Yep. And that's by experience.
You
know, that's why they have something called expertise of war. You can shoot an arrow and it goes straight through the bullseye of an apple, whatever, because you're an expert of war. And then when you be moving on the horse, you can still shoot that damn arrow into the apple, man, because you that skilled. You know the right time, you know, to release the arrow at any angle or any situation. You know, and that's expertise. I'm not saying, you know, big enough, you know, us up as, you know, I'm just saying we still learning to this day. I'm still learning.
And the one thing that's good is that this is gonna add up to where we actually get remembered for it, and it was worth something. Michael Jordan and them, they did all that stuff, and it's gonna be their shame.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying way to become a master. Become a master and realize your whole craft is meaningless. You know.
Well, it says something for a corruptible crown, man. We want an incorruptible crown, man.
Yeah.
You know.
That's terrifying, though, just to know that we see that. You know, we could have been that, but the Lord put us here. You know.
You can actually get that if you don't got a scripture right. You know? So people like, we're racing, we're jumping the hurdles. People like, what are they racing for? There ain't no marathon. It's not, the track season is not in. What are they out there? You know? Hey, when soldiers train, they don't train during war. They train before war. You know? We're training for the Armageddon. Because when the troops come in, you want to be, you know, whether we have to be martyrs, whatever, you want to be in your best state of mind.
You want it to pay off.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you die valiantly and it don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Like, what man want to do that?
I was listening to brother. He was talking about like people being martyrs, and he said, even Esau cut off your head. That's a head start for your kingdom.
Yeah.
That's all.
And it's like you cut my head off, I'm coming back mad as hell. Okay, I'm coming back whooping that ass. All right.
That's true. John the Baptist got beheaded, right? But he came back.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And still ain't even got to get his licks in. Yeah. So I know we can wait. You know. That's how. You know, look what the elders that they've been waiting all this time, and a lot of them, they like us, they vex with this place more than us.
And reincarnation does exist. That's one loophole Esau trying to get through, man. You're gonna come out of the loop. You're gonna come out of the around the loop and come back around it.
Because that's terrifying. Because that means that all those ones that were there when Yahweh Shai and the prophets was telling them in their face that this is gonna happen, they here today and they seeing it, and they can't take it, man. They do. That's why some of them shooting their damn wives and they self in the head and shit.
He said he come back for those that pierced him.
Yeah. Which is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25, and it reads, "And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things."
Temperate in all things. Go ahead.
God. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
Yeah.
But we an incorruptible.
So on the left hand side, you could have access to this world, and you can get your accolades, you can get trophies, you can get education and get the certificate and the license things. That's what Jake liked and shit, man. A badge of honor as a cop and shit.
Purple Heart and shit.
Yeah, you know.
Fighting for Esau and shit.
Yeah, you know. Jake liked that kind of stuff, man.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, he want to see his name on the graduation list, and he want to be alumni in school and all that. Nah, we doing this. This is the education of the Most High. This is the school of the Most High. It's the same, but it's on the right-hand side. It's doing righteousness. we got a school system. The old school, going back to Israel United and you know, uh, practical knowledge. You know, that was a school. You know, it was a bill. We used to go to class every day. You know, and study every day. But now you just report to camp, and it's still a school, a learning session.
Because just like you were saying earlier, you got 100 people, you don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
You know, you even had Judas in the 12, and Judas betrayed them. Yeah. So 12 people is still gonna be a snake in there.
Yeah.
So that's why the Lord split up the school and put us in small sanctuaries. Yeah. You know, but it's another thing to get to see and learn from somebody and be around them who actually was there. It's a different spirit with that. No different experience with that. Like you know, it's like there's certain things that y'all can explain that
I still feel like I'm in high school, man. You got your backpack and shit, pack your lunchbox and shit. I feel, you know, and you know, you listen to your music in the hallway and shit.
You got your headphones.
That's why I feel, man, about this truth, man. You know, and the graduation is when we get on them chip, them, the ships, man. You know, that's when you graduate, man. That's when you better than everybody else. That's when you made you know
how they got valedictorian. That's gonna be the whole elect.
Yeah,
they'll be standing up there. Yeah, we salute y'all. It's about to die. We finna leave. Shalom. That's what we hoping we at. Man, ain't nobody want to be over here, man.
Well, man, where did the birds go when it rained? They, you know, well, you know, they do perches on. You know, as much as the trees are there for the birds and all that, and things that they can perch on. They love perching on the trees because it's the way the Most High made it. It's nature. Most High got, come on, man. You have a power like that. He make everything, and you say it ain't good and shit. You know, it's the people that's fucking this place up, man.
Yeah, he said he made it and it was good. When he made it at the beginning of creation, he said this is good. This is cool.
You look on YouTube, there's certain waterfalls and stuff and glacier mountains and shit.
That's how you know it's a balance, though. He said this is good, and he said this is not good.
Then they got you confined at a job, like damn. I gotta look at these motherfuckers all day for 8 hours. 8 to 10 to 12 hours. Like, damn, I wanna, you know, when Jake want his piece, he wanna just go up in the open land. Shit, I don't give. You know, Jacob purchased land. He don't even know what to do with it. He just go there and sit out there every day. Say, at least this is mine and shit. You wanna own some shit? We don't own a damn thing in this place,
just
man.
Sit in that shit and do nothing. Yeah. There's nothing here for Jake to do. It's just,
but now we got something that we can hold on to, man. And study and read and feel vibrant and shit. You a Prince of Power? Whoa! I want to read that every day. You know how we had those books back then for our children, and they didn't have no black children, and they didn't have no black families in the book. You just saw Edomite children. How can I relate to that?
Yeah, like we just like confused, like
where
the fuck we fit in? There was just none of us around this whole damn book.
Yeah,
like where we at?
By the time you open up the books for your culture and shit, it'd be like Keisha came out of the ghetto, got raped and shit, had to sell drugs, messing with a ball of pimp. Like, damn, they give us
that's it. That's all y'all
give us the grimy shit, man.
Ain't nobody, no Jake's was smart.
Yeah. But of course, you had the 90s where they started having those black TV shows.
Yeah.
But, you know, that was like Bill Cosby. That's education. They pushed them to go to school, and you can't be nothing, you know, unless you go to school and shit.
Be a good sports player, play for OU.
Yeah, and then what do? Run into so-called white man's hands. He got the contracts and the big money.
Every time.
Yep, every time, man. So what is Jake trying to do? Get his own contracts. Get his own distributor. Get his own shit. Do his own YouTube, his own media, but They about to cut that shit, man.
For real.
And even
Jake
in
is
doing it, they still got to go. They still got to go to Esau. They still got to go to the store to get their food.
Yeah.
They still got to have a driver's license.
Yeah.
So they really don't run shit.
Yeah. Because they say with 1 million YouTube video hits, you only make
It says like 3 bands.
Yeah.
Something like
that ain't
that.
nothing.
But that's after you got to sign that 50C13.
Yeah.
You got to sign that to get that bread.
Yeah.
You see? That's why you see some of these camps. Yeah, they got a lot of views and stuff, but they get paid for that. They get sponsored for that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not paying them.
That's why they don't include the name Yahweh Yahushai.
We'll talk about the MOTV.
Talk about the MOTV. It's like the same as church. It says, so this is our war. This is what we came to do. Go to that scripture, I did it, Ephesians 6. This is one of my favorite scriptures too, because it talks about a spiritual soldier, man. A spiritual weapons, which is the greatest weapons of all, man. Because if you knew what a man's mind was that happened in his mind before he did it, you could solve a lot of problems. That's why they're coming out with this, trying to come out with Minority Report, trying to arrest you before you even commit the crime.
Have the things where in the prisons they got it where like it make you feel like you're the victim, and they put that memory in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it like terrorized them like the victim got like they terrorized the victim.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like you know like that's like, you ain't supposed to be tapping into somebody's mind like that, man.
No.
You go weenie and find the criminal, like you know.
That's
like,
why they tampering with the spirit of. You can't.
You gonna put somebody else's memories in your head. You gonna be maybe it was a female or something. Now he started acting like a female and shit because he got attacked like he was like a female in his mind and shit. Like what is Esau doing with the shit, man? He's messing everything up, man.
If you got it on the earth where a man wants to be a woman and get pregnant like a woman, it's time to go, man. It's been time to go.
It's time to clock out. All right.
It's been time to
Unwise king destroy his people.
Yeah. You know, and that's what's happening. America's ruled by unwise kings. Ephesians 6:12, it says, well, I'll start at 10. Well, we can start at 5 because we talked about it earlier. It says, servant, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh. See, Jake came out of slavery. He got whipped by the so-called white man, so he equate that with what they did. Nah, you ain't supposed to treat your servant like that. Yeah. No, there's a right way to treat your servant because you got a master also in heaven. So why didn't Esau abide by that when he opened up the Bible? You know? It says, with fear. So if you go to your job and you work at your job, you're a servant. And your boss is, you can call him whatever you want to, man. In that scenario, and that he's your master. I mean, you gotta listen to him, you know. You know. So
retaining the job.
Yeah. And you, what did Jake do? He don't mind because he's getting paid. This you don't get paid for. So Jake is like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, we get paid for it, but the transaction is pending until you make it to the end. Then you're gonna get.
You know how many people being the truth if Jake clocked in and he was able to make $30 an hour.
Yeah, he already get a portion of the universe every 2 hours, like, or whatever.
Yeah,
like
we give him a gold nugget every week.
Jake could be in this. This bitch be lined up.
All right, appreciate Shalom.
See the motherfucker till next time you get the gold.
Yeah. Yeah. And then guess what? He ain't gonna come to camp no more because he gonna have enough. He gonna have enough gold. Like I'm out. He got his riches. Yeah. Received his custom.
Damn, Jake, that's simple as shit.
It says, according to the flesh. See. You know, it's Spirit Most High working through these men to say this. Why would they say according to the flesh? It said, with fear and trembling and singleness of your heart, your mind as unto Yahweh Shai, man. Not with eye service as men pleasers. like, you know, telling him, look, watch what I do this. Sit, stand, sit. You know what I'm saying? And you got people watching and shit. And, you know.
Those apostles not gonna do you like that. You got people in the churches, there's the people lined up, and the pastor was smacking them in their face and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Just bow, and they're in there like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus." Like, how is that helping anybody? Like, how is that helping nobody? Like,
you gotta be like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to that.
Yeah, then he went to the next church down the street. This nigga in the middle of the damn church with a trampoline, bouncing on the trampoline, talking about your faith can only go this high. Get off the trampoline,
I seen that video,
bro.
GOCC. He was dancing, was break dancing. That elder for GOC. That was
no,
funny. They had the trigger. It was funny.
I know he did one song. He sang the whole song. It was a video. Like he was like it was a R&B.
Yeah, he be doing it.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't, when it comes to like talking to the Israel, you gotta do like, it has to be the right way. Like, none of them were doing that. None of the prophets were breakdancing or doing videos, everybody watching and stuff.
If I was in that church, I would be like, you know what? Yeah, get the hell up out of here. Singing the whole song and shit.
Yeah, I'd be the one to call out to be, hey, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro? The hell is this?
Trying to work on your emotions.
You see him over there, get him.
Yeah. That was the nicest song I ever heard. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all been listening to that. But some of that, it ain't nothing wrong with it.
But it is dealing with the truth with it, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got to be separated. Can't put that over here. Be like, the hell is this? Yeah. It's like when Cain gave the Lord some fruit. Look at this shit. Yeah. Oh, damn, ribeye steak. What the hell is this?
And it says, not what I service as men pleases, but as service of Yahweh Shai, doing the will of Yahweh from the heart. And then, and if you go back up to verse 1 of chapter 6, it says, "Oh, children, obey your parents in the Lord. This is right." So you got, even when you're a young child, even until let's say 18, you got to do everything your parents do. Yep. You could feel grown, you could have a beard on your face. As long as you're in your parents' roof, you got to listen to them. And then if they get, you know, no parent would tell their children ill advice. You know, but according, you know, to this world, Jake don't have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, Most High. So he could, you know, teach his son about pimping and all that, and that's not biblical. But I'm just saying, you're supposed to obey your parents even.
Yeah, that's why I said in the Lord.
Yeah, in the Lord. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's got to be right still.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of ways to do something wrong, you know, but there's only one way to do things right.
Yeah,
you know, and you got these parents. Some of them, they don't have that spiritual understanding of the Lord, so they didn't even treat their children right. They didn't really teach them nothing. Some of them didn't. Yeah. That's why they out here just doing whatever. Whatever Esau put out there for them to get caught in.
Yeah. That's why, you know, Most High groomed us. You usually start this truth when you're young, man, and you get groomed, you know. So now, you know, the Most High sent to you the prophets as the voice of the Father. That's another scripture there too, man. This is the go-to scripture I go to. Luke 1:68, it says, "Blessed be the Lord, God of Israel."
Hey, Jake, hold him up on the ground. Jake needed that.
Well, he had visited and redeemed his people. This is in the New Testament. Blessed be, and I didn't never hear no so-called slave master talking about they Israel. They didn't even say they was Israel. It was these rats over there, them Jewish people. They, you know, they look down at their own people like, yeah, look at these snaggletooth rednecks and shit. Because they, you know, like our people, they elites look down on the black elites look down on the poor blacks. You know,
same vice versa.
Yeah,
that's that Esau mentality. You know, because he just talked about you don't treat your servant wrong.
Yeah,
when you increase, your servant increases. That's what it's about being in the brotherhood. We come in here to be increased as servants.
Yeah,
because the Lord is,
yeah,
you know,
what did it say? The harvest is plenty, but the labors are few.
Yeah. So that's why he had the internet, which is the unicorn found in Job 36. That's why he even had that made, because there's not enough people doing the damn work. So it has to have, this is like the what's that? Urim and the Thummim. How they would go to war. That's kind of like what this is now. That's how we can know we're at war, because you're seeing all the elders standing up on the highways every weekend, all the brothers doing lessons every day. It's the way we can communicate, because we're not together no more. So he had to make a way for us to all,
Yeah. It says, and visit his and redeem his people, have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. So it's a spiritual thing, man. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, man. Which have been since the world began. And even if you were born and you didn't know, you grow up, you still don't know. That spirit in you is that same spirit, man. Regardless of what, that spirit is back on the earth again in the fleshly body. So it prophesied. It says the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. So they're back again, And of course, everybody gonna look at us like, yeah, I work with him, boy. That's my son and all that. But Most High dealing on a whole spiritual, technical level and shit.
Yeah, like with his bit.
Yeah.
And they just think we just some regular people, and that's good.
Yeah.
Because that keeps us hidden in case we are the elect.
And it keeps us humble.
Yeah.
Like you can't say that you prince of power at your job. They're gonna be like, yeah, grab these fries and
we need an extra time.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna be like.
Yeah.
I need some extra shit.
Yeah. Could you stay overtime? Like, damn.
The Lord like to work like a surprise element. That's why they say he gonna come like a thief in the night. And like you said, Elder, like it keep us home. If we really truly knew we was them or one of them numbers, probably it'd be a little ego, a little battle. It'd be more battle with the flesh.
It was just like Spider-Man when he had to live with his aunt and he didn't have his own crib. He still, tried to catch the bus to school and shit and do all that, Before he became Spider-Man, even as Spider-Man, he still has rules. He didn't just do whatever. He was like having to still he was under his aunt's house, so he had to go under the
That's Superman going to school and shit.
Clark Kent.
Bro, what are you doing, man?
You have superpowers, man.
You can fucking fly the fuck out of here. Why are you sitting here with these guys?
Yeah, working at the Daily Planet. Daily.
Trying to make news and shit.
Dealing with Lois Lane's lame ass.
Said breaking news, motherfucker, I can fly and beam motherfuckers out of the sky.
Yeah.
You need to know I can do that.
See, the Most High don't want us to, he wants us to know what power is, how to handle power and royalty, in the learning process.
And the power without emotion.
Yeah. Because Jacob be like, man, make everything disappear. Wait, what about servants? We want servants. Nah, fuck Esau. I just want them to disappear. Ding.
He didn't go through no suffering, no pain.
Yeah.
Didn't get no recompense.
Just zap him into nothingness and shit. No, he need to serve his sentence.
Yeah. He needs to be around so we can see him get his ass whooped for a while.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 years. It'd be more prime if Jake had more power. If Jake was able to fly.
But I don't know if you've been watching it. Super Cell.
I heard about it. I'm gonna start watching.
Yo, you gotta watch.
I heard about it.
Yeah,
it's like an 8-part series. I heard about it.
And it's young Jakes. Power. And
I heard
they start going off.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. One came back to the hood. They had to learn how to build it too. They didn't even know they had it at first. That's just like us with the Qar Harag, the Holy Spirit. We didn't know we had it, and then we started. Oh shit! Like I know shit. And now you gotta. And
they had special gifts. I don't want to spoil
I'm gonna watch it. I heard about it.
But they were subject still to one another some kind of way. But anyway, it says, that's a must watch.
Yeah. Super Cell right there.
27. See what that says. Acts 3 and 21. It says, whom the heaven must receive until the times of restitution of all things, which the Most High has spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began. Man. We've been doing this since the world began, man. There was order and orchestration, and with Adam, there was order. Don't mess with that. You know, in the midst of the garden, tree of knowledge, good and evil. You know, don't listen to the philosophy of the devil and all that. Name the animals. You know, take care of the garden, cultivate it. Plant you on the east, take care of it. Now we have responsibility, you know, and now we're suffering for it, but we're starting to be responsible again as young men. And one of the responsibilities is coming out highway, byway. That's a responsibility. Upholding your job, maintaining, paying rent, taking care of your tags and credit card debts and all that. You know, and then try to fly as straight as you can, you know, or right as you can, so to speak. So, second address 15:1. See what that's. Because it ain't easy. We didn't say it was easy. You know what I'm saying? And like we said, they're gonna make it harder, man. They're gonna start bringing in new laws and snatching stuff from Jake and, you know, holding Jake back in these areas and all that.
They just made it where you can get fined even if you in the passenger seat. For what? For like let's say you knew somebody was drunk driving and you ain't stopping. They driving with them, or like even if like they was falling asleep at the wheel or something, and they make up well, you know, they could be like you wasn't looking out for them. Like they started making it to where you gotta
have a tag too. Yeah. I mean, you have to have like insurance too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
show me 2 forms of insurance for one car that you drive.
Yeah, it's gonna be all types of shit they do to try to keep Jake from, you know, advancing in this world. But that's the Lord's mechanism. He's doing that because He doesn't want us to get there. We get there, we can't be hid by the secret counsel. That's why He's got us down here and got us where shit's fucking up. So it's really to our help. Like He said, I didn't bring you down here to feel hurt. Like I bring you down here to learn like really what salvation is.
That's right. Even going back to the old school with Albert Bivens, he split that up. He split them from the commandment keepers. You know?
Yeah, it's like shit had to break up.
Yeah, you know, because when it gets too big, it's like,
the Lord does say that. Yeah. You don't want a big fat ass lamb. You want a lean lamb. You want, you know, a prime cut choice of Jake. You know,
perfect. He wants a perfect man. Yeah, and we cutting the fat of our own selves. Examine ourselves. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Words of prophecy. That's what we gotta speak. What are the words of prophecy? The MOTP. The coming of World War III. These things are to be said before they happen. The end of the world. The coming of Yahweh Shah. Because they even Nazi even saying some things, you know, and putting it on screen like, this look like a some kind of object, you know, and it looks like, you know, it's a disc or something, or flying or something. Mm-hmm. We ain't telling them to do that. They looking at Most High, got them looking into the firmament and seeing this stuff. So they gotta put it out there, and then but it's for our strength, to strengthen our faith. That's a faith booster, man. Every time I see a chariot video, or a brother that seen a chariot or an angel, that's a faith booster. Go ahead.
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
I will put in thy mouth, just like Job, just like Jonah. All them that were ordained, he put the words in their mouth to speak, just like Moses. He put the words in his mouth. And Most High said he made the mouth. He made the mouth. What did he say? He made the. He made the mouth. He made the tongue.
Yeah, as the tongue comes from the Lord. I think it's Proverbs 16:1. But I said another one talking about too.
Yeah. He formed the mouth or something like that.
Yeah.
He made the dumb, the deaf, and the blind.
Yep.
Now, if men get spiritual powers, and the dumb was like, if people complain about a dumb or blind person, yeah, that's why the Most High ain't real. but then they get healed by these spiritual men. Then what they gonna say? Yeah, they gonna say we did it by witchcraft or some magic trick or something. See, that's why you don't speak too soon, man. Because when it happened, you'd be like, oh, shit. Now we understand why the blind was blind, because now the miracle of them, the eyes being open, is beyond human understanding. You got to give praise to the Most High on that and everything else. Because you can't do it. No man can do it. You got to use different medicines and shit, and
Talk about
eye surgery and all that, and you got to go through. But if you heal a man's eyes like that, man, that's of the Most High, man. And I think we've sort of reached the as far as marvelization of magic and all that, like Chris Angel and who was that?
David Copperfield.
David Copperfield. Yeah, all them. People ain't impressed no more what they doing and shit. Like,
yeah, man.
Who gives a damn, man? What are you gonna do about this war? Can you stop bullets and shit?
Can you stop missiles from coming?
Yeah. Can you do a magic trick on that?
Yeah, shit. Can you make sure I don't die in this?
Mm-hmm.
Man, his ass gonna be the first one doing some disappearing that.
Yeah.
Start popping out. Where the fuck you go?
Yeah.
Trust me.
I will make myself disappear now, guys.
You should have been watching.
Yeah, he got a black sheet up, and then he go into the bunker and shit.
He got black sheet. He got two people gonna grab the damn thing.
Yeah.
He ran off underground somewhere.
Motherfucker gonna spot him and shit. There he is. Start
Get him. That motherfucker was lying. Get him.
Yeah, get him.
Esau when he got that scared look, when he got that scared run, that motherfucker running. Yeah.
So we come to proclaim those things that we're talking about and what the Bible is talking about. There will be a second return of Yahushua. There will be angelic things happening on earth. There is a spirit in man that the Most High put in. The Almighty came from the Most High. I mean, the inspiration came from the Almighty. We're inspired to do this. We write too with our minds about in our hearts and stuff. It says, write it in your heart. Write these things in your heart. Get that scripture. Write these things in your heart, man. Meaning, go over it over again and learn and study of it and get it into your heart, your mind.
Just like y'all always say, the elders, the Lord, repetition is the Lord's skill.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's how you get it in you and keep it in you.
Mm-hmm.
By repeating it.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 7, verse 3, and it says, bind them upon thy fingers.
Yeah, I'll go before that.
Okay.
Verse before that.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 2, and it reads, keep my commandments.
Keep his commandments, man. Well, his commandments, it's all through the scriptures, man. Keep them. Go ahead.
And live.
And live. That's what makes you live. You live longer. You obey your parents. You honor your father and mother. You live longer. You eat. You follow dietary law. You eat. You live longer. You love your brethren. You live longer. You keep these things close to you. You could maneuver better in this world. You can escape things like what it said, the righteous man shall escape from it. Like you wouldn't even be tied up in a lot of these things if you follow the word. What did it say? Jake, he broke in somebody's house. He didn't mean to hold a gun, but he just wanted to scare him and all that. He ended up shooting him. Next thing you know, you're doing like 25 to life, and you could have avoided that because it says covet not another man's property. You could have saved yourself 25, 30 years on that scripture alone.
That's valuable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's time to keep your ass.
And you got to sit in jail and think about that dumb decision.
Yeah, forever, almost forever. Man.
That's the problem. That's where they be like the prophecy boring and stuff.
it's okay to be not in some shit, Jay.
Yeah.
Like Jake wanted.
They always want to be in some shit, like NWA, always into something.
It's okay to just be plain, go to work, you know,
Plain
not really
Jane.
too much shit go down. Maybe you got a little something you got to adjust,
Yeah.
but your life is pretty structured. That's what he's want. He want a structured building. He don't want it where you keep finding this brick all the way down the street. Like, why the fuck is it over there?
And it keeps moving further and further.
It's a scripture said, "Don't be a man of many matters." Something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cut you off.
No, go ahead.
That verse 3.
Yeah.
All right. Proverbs chapter 7, verse 3. Bind them upon thy fingers.
Bind them upon thy fingers. Go ahead.
Write them upon the table of thine heart.
Table of thy heart, man. Of your mind. You know, we have physical tablets. Now we got the tablets of our minds.
These motherfuckers worry about the emerald tablets. It is all supposed to be within.
Yeah.
And that's what Jake don't get, you know. And that's how it always be when you see certain people try to, you know, you try to show them. Eventually, they're going to go to something. Well, what about this? What about this? They just, they don't think this is real.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you can tell it's not, because if it was, the Lord would, you know, if they thought it was real, they would be, you would see they spirit would be acting different, like just everything about them.
Yeah.
The Lord don't got them activated.
Conduct of them.
Yeah.
A lot of these times when the cop pull Jake over and shoots him, is because of his conduct. You know?
It is at that time where everybody knows the Israelites. Everybody, even if they just heard of IUIC or something, they've heard of the Israelites. And once you see at least one group or whatever, you know, if your spirit is Israel, you're gonna be like, what is that? Like, you're gonna start looking into that. No matter how you're gonna find it, you know, the Lord's gonna lead the flock here. You know, the GMS. You know, yeah.
So, you know, what was the last scripture we read?
We just did Proverbs 7:3. Actually, I think it just had a little bit more. And it said, write them upon the table of thy heart.
Oh, yeah.
I already read it.
Yeah, write them in. So that way you'll start to automatically do those things, man. Because like you said, reputation and all that. You start doing something over and over again, it becomes automatic. You know, and that's what Esau take a form, try to take a form of the Most High and say, well, I'm gonna make these robots robotic, like that's automatic, like, you know. They'll you know, automatically take care of our tasks.
Yeah.
No talk back, no, you know, laid off, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you keep working the machine, of course, it's gonna break down, you know, because it's still physical matter. Matter breaks down, man. To composites, whatever that is. That's the physical nature of science, but the spiritual nature of science is it's all of the Most High, but energy is just transferred, man. So it don't break down. It just transfers into, you know. So we supposed to be a ball of energy right now. We supposed to be up and lively and man, you know, and anytime, and sometimes I wish I could do more of that, like at the job. You could, even though Edomites are Edomites, you still got to talk to their ass. Yeah. But you don't want to be no mopey and shit like, you got to be at the job like, you got to talk to Esau like a man. Like, hey,
we got to be bumped up a little bit just to show that we ready for y'all ass to get took down. Like, we up. And you know, you gotta remember they putting all this stuff in the food, in the air, and that's those demons that we battle. They don't want us to be excited about, you know.
But that's the elements breaking down.
Yep.
And you know, and that's why the Most High is going to transfer his men over into immortal, because this physical got to shed. You know, it got to be broken down into the last element. And what it say in the scripture, it said, elements shall be on the elements, and the heavenly elements shall be on fire.
Melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, fervent heat. Most High gonna melt all this physical matter, man.
As you get older, it gets tougher, you know, and that's how we know how the elders do experience. They learn how to battle, because they go through stuff that we don't go through as much. Like the elder a couple days ago, he lost his voice, and it takes long for his voice to recover than ours, because we younger, you know. So it's like to see that and see that they're doing so. That's what we're preparing for. In case we got to go that far, this is the best example. Like this, and we're supposed to aid them. You know, that's the order of it. Or there won't be no men on the highways, byways teaching no more. And it's only a little bit of us everywhere. And you see, like most of the congregations that we're in is dead. We're scattered. We're all facing our own like reality. But, you know, of what we did against the Lord individually. But he bringing it to where he's coming to get a select amount of, you know, people everywhere to where like y'all gonna, you know, all that shame's gonna be wiped together with those people. That's why we spend more time with the brothers, more time doing that than people outside the world, because eventually at the end of the day in Jacob's trouble, they're gonna be the worst person they ever been the whole time they've been here. Like this last time, they're gonna be the most wicked they've ever been. Makes sense. You know, all the other times they wasn't as wicked as they're gonna be now. It's gonna be women eating each other's daughters, babies and shit on a mass scale. So you can't be someone who's in the congregation of the day. You gotta understand that this person is gonna ultimately be a savage demon, man, by the time Jacob trouble get here. So that's why we're separating ourselves. They're coming around the brothers more, trying to hang around the brothers, stay around the brothers, because we know these are only people whose light ain't gonna go out when everybody else's light, their spirit, go black.
It makes like sense, Esau, man. About
that's why they're gonna get destroyed.
You said, Daniel told before, knowledge shall be increased. You got wickedness knowledge, and knowledge of the spiritual knowledge. So it's like,
it's a war. Yep, and they increasing when we increasing,
and they be funny.
So the third of the remnant of Jacob versus the remnant of Esau is being separated, and the 2/3 of everybody's in the middle of this shit. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
We gotta get a scripture.
Yeah, Slocky.
Go to the forest against the water. It's in the Apocrypha. I don't know. I'm trying to word it the best way I can. Yeah.
I know. I think I know what you're talking about. I know you looked. We went over this one. It's been a while.
Trees of the forest.
Yeah, I got my hotspot.
Second edge or something. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I'm thinking this. I remember you went over this on what it says.
Oh, here you go. Right here.
You got it?
Yeah. It says, I can start at 1. Second edge is 4 and 1. And the angel that was sent to me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer and said, thy heart hath gone too far into this world. See? You know, you could get too involved into this world and start asking worldly stuff that don't even matter. You're not looking at the whole spectrum of things. You know, the whole design of things, the preordained of things, the prophecy of things. You know?
So second edge is 4 and 1.
Yeah. It says, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High? Yeah. So a lot of these jakes, they think like the average mind of a man in the world, man. You got to be in the spirit and ask questions according to the spirit. But of course, they got to learn the spirit and know the spirit, and Most High got to give them the spirit to ask those kind of questions, to get the right answer for their soul, so they could be completed with that answer. It says, then said I, yea, my Lord, and he answered me and said, I am sent to show thee 3 ways and set forth the similitudes before thee. We talked about similitudes too. Whereof, if thou canst declare me one, I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see, and I shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh. You know? And I like that, man. Like, that's what the Most High, he said, knowledge, beginning of knowledge is the fear of the Most High. Like, he loved thinking minds. He loved, to sup with us, to talk to Jake, talk to Israel. But Israel, they don't know, man. They don't know how to talk to the Most High. Now, I don't know, sincere spiritual level, or even just a sincere level like this is me, I'm fucked up, most I could, could you talk to me? And I said, tell on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire, or measure me the blast of the wind, or call again the day that is past. Yeah, we can't go back. A lot of times Jake be like, I want to go back to the 90s, man. That was the golden era. We didn't kill each other. That shit. Gangbang was high in the motherfucker in the 90s and shit. Crack was high in the motherfucker in the 90s and shit. So, sometimes it's not always good to go back, but, my point is, like, we can't get those days back. We have to look forward to the kingdom. We have to, look ahead and keep moving, because a lot of our parents, when they get with us and they want to have you around to remind them of their youth too. And you be like, well, and they call you my baby, and you were so young. Pull out your baby pictures, like, yeah, man. Those were times when we were young, man. But now I got a beard. I'm going out there, man. Like, I ain't no young guy no more.
You gotta tell me certain things,
Yeah,
I got it, man.
Yeah. They worry about you. I mean, we understand that, but it's like we got a mission now. We got, it says, wherefore thou canst declare. It's just like somebody sent out the word, They don't get to see their wives every day no more. And they could be gone like a year and two, And then a child, kind of like stands at the door, like don't know what to do. But then, they get that bond again, of course. But sometimes you gotta, you can't be around your family all the time, man. Or be around a world person all the time, even at the job. You got to understand where you coming from and what you're into. Not so much as to know, like, but know that you're different from the world and shit. Because y'all become friends, and then next thing you know, shit, you get into his shit. You over his house and shit, and something happened at his house. Like, nah, bro, I can't, So you gotta be around like-minded men. It says, so he gonna show him where the wicked cometh. And I said, tell Lord, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of fire, measure the blessed wind, call me again the day that is past. Then answered I and said, what man is able to do that? Thou that shouldest ask such things to me. Even when things happen to us, like, you made a mistake, and you be like, damn, man, I should have done this. You can't go back. Don't dwell on that shit, man. Because you can't fix it. You got 2 tickets. Go ahead and pay that shit, man. If you want to fight it, fight it. But, don't dwell on that shit as so much of a burden and shit to keep you from becoming the man you're supposed to be.
You got to repent, ask the Lord for forgiveness. And through your actions, don't repeat the same process over and over again.
Try to get better.
Try to get better. But there's gonna be some stuff that you just deal with longer than others. There's some demons that's not gonna be able to come off of the hopeful elect until Yahushua comes. Because if they weren't off of us, then we would be perfect.
Yeah. So
we're always gonna be fighting demons. That's the battle.
Yeah, and that's the strength too. That's how you get stronger.
By facing it. You learn how to defend yourself better, and then sometimes the Lord will send more on you, to strengthen your faith for Jacob's trouble. Because that's how they're going to try to get you. They're going to try to deceive you to take the mark. They're not going to force it. They're going to try to scare you into taking it, or something like that, in some way.
Discomfort.
Discomfort. They're going to try to put you a little through, but they can only do what the Most High allows them to do. And it said that he ain't gonna make us go through that we're not able to go through. We done went through some tough times. War and stuff. We've been at war and stuff. We just don't remember.
It says, what man is able to do that, and thou shouldest ask such things of me? And he said, because they're just trying to tap into the question, but You getting the answers, but it's spiritual answers. So the flesh is, the flesh don't understand those type of spiritual things. Even when you're at work, you like, damn, man, you could be a spiritual brother. You're like, we're spiritual brothers. I say that in the spirit, and we go to work, and our flesh still be getting on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, fuck these motherfuckers. You be wanting to cuss your boss out and everything, but your spirit like, nah, this is where you make your money at. Just chill out. Be wise and stuff.
Don't get mad when somebody smirks something or say something stupid to you.
Yeah. You got to be the teacher in every situation.
Yeah, and the devil's just trying to overthrow you.
Yeah.
Just lock you up. It's just my garment caught on to it. Nah. I just protect it. While you hold shot.
Yeah. So what man's able to do that? He said to me, I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, or how many springs are in the beginnings of the deep, or how many springs above the firmament, or which are the outgoings of paradise. Peradventure thou wouldst say unto me, I never went down into the deep, nor as into hell, neither did I ever climb up into heaven. Nevertheless, now have I asked thee, but only of the fire and wind in the day wherethrough that has passed, and as these things from which thou canst not be separated, and ye canst thou give me an answer to them. See, so that's why we worry about who is so. Esau be doing that shit. We ain't trying to discover a new sea and shit and the bad, trying to land on the moon or go up into the firmaments to figure stuff out. No, we believe the Most High right now, man. I don't have to see hieroglyphs or go to another land to know that the Most High is real, man. That's our faith, But if a man did do that, he gonna marvel even more because he's gonna be like, well, what did this mean? Let's say you go over there and dig up some, you see some hieroglyphs to dig up, and there's a Paleo Hebrew, and then you dig up where the Canaanite language is a stone in the Canaanite language too. You're gonna be like, damn. So what happened right here? You know what I'm saying? There's some incident happened right here because and you're gonna try to unfold.
Wow. It's a scripture saying that man or some things are not meant for us to understand. It's too much for us to understand.
It ain't even windy out here, man.
Like I forgot they said it's not for our understanding.
It's just the probably the weight of you.
Yeah, I need to get me a
put that bag on there if you want to.
I need to get me a new thing.
It says and then he couldn't answer him. So he said, moreover, too, thine own things such as are grown up with thee, can thou not know. Yeah, even the things that grow up with us, we don't even know. Like I said, no man is gonna be sitting in front of an apple seed planted in the ground and waiting for that whole tree to grow and shit. You're gonna be like, man, it's been like 2 hours. Like, where's that plant?
Where's that shit?
We don't know how many hairs we got.
Exactly. It says that too. Who can count their heads? Who can make one black or one white? We just gotta let the Most High do his thing, man. We can't do shit, man. It said, who can but prophesy? That's all we can do is prophesy. Let's do it, bro. And then we look up different information and share with brothers, share with others, vice versa, But we gonna marvel. Most High got a lot of stuff that we ain't even seen, man. It's newly creatures on the TikTok and YouTube. Like, I'm like, what the hell is that? I ain't never seen nothing like that.
What was that?
Yeah, you don't see that in your neighborhoods of black Jake neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Think about if Jake saw all those kind of like exotic animal peacocks and what do you call it, the parakeet and all that, and that was all around his neighborhood. Shit, he'd be more fascinated with that than going to do a drive-by and shit.
2:30, they be trying to grill it.
Yeah,
They be trying to
I know. 2:30, yeah, they'll mess it up anyway. But what if a parent said, you gotta do a crime, and it said the parents say, bless the Lord, bless the Lord. You're gonna probably rethink that, like, man, the parent telling me something, man. Jake know about that shit. Jake know about signs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, man, someone was telling me to not go to that house. That's where I got caught at. But your whole lifestyle is like that, Jake. You was gonna get caught somewhere in somebody's house. So you gotta stop doing what you're doing against the Most High.
Yeah,
it said, verse 11, how should how should thy vessel be able to comprehend the way of the highest, and the world being now outwardly corrupted, to understand the corruption that is evident in my sight? Yeah, man. Then said I unto him, it were better that we were not at all, than that we should live still in wickedness and to suffer and not to know wherefore. But we got to learn wickedness, though. We got to learn the depths of wickedness. We got to learn the process of wickedness, how wickedness develops.
You said break down the arm of the wicked till thou find none.
Yeah.
You got to see what's going on with it to understand how to judge it.
Yeah. Why do you think when Esau have these criminals in, and then he asked them, well, what happened? Take us back to when, and it ain't like they crazy people.
Yeah.
They be like, well, we got into an argument. I got mad, I pushed the person, they fell down the stairs. I didn't know they was going to, die. But how were you drinking? I drunk a little. See, that matters. You can't tell that story and leave the drinking part out. Because they're gonna be like that. That's what triggered you to do that. You wasn't in your right mind, and you use your strength a little bit too much because you were drinking. So like T-Pain said, blame it on the alcohol, man. Niggas blame it on the alcohol, man. Shit, man. I know y'all saw me, go down hard at the club, but that was that alcohol. I don't usually be doing that shit, man. But you gotta get your alcohol right, man.
You gotta do it in moderation, Jake. You don't keep doing that. Just keep it leveled
out. It's
gonna
happen again.
Yeah, and it's gonna be worse next time.
It's gonna be worse next time.
Say people waxing worse and worse.
Yeah.
You get better and better. You get worse and worse to the time the Lord, connects the spiritual realm with this world, and everybody gonna be like, oh shit. Everybody gonna be like, oh fuck it, man. Everybody gonna know if they finna get jacked up or not.
Yeah. Because if you don't fix it right away, like if you don't fix your car right away, it's gonna get worse.
Yep.
There might be an alternator going out, and you might ride 2 or 3 months with that, 5 months, but it's gonna go out until you fix it, and then there'll be another problem. Then you got to fix that. And the quicker the better, because it'll start messing up other stuff.
Car start breaking down.
Yeah.
Can't even ride it off.
Exactly. So that's how we are, man. You battle your demons, you take care of them, and you go to the next demon and take care of that. Fight him. Give him an uppercut, he falls down, the next demon. Shit. And then, like you said, some demons are harder than others, so you got to probably go about five rounds with him. And you be like, damn, that demon got to me a little bit.
Yeah, you had to fight each other, and then both y'all had to sit down and catch your breath. He over there in the other corner, he got his elders. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He still mess up over here, get him. You got the elders telling us what, how to fight them off.
Yeah.
That's the battle, man.
Balance. Battle in the balance. Yeah. It says, then said I unto him, it was better that we not live at all, than that we should live still in wickedness and to suffer and to not know wherefore. Yeah, it is better because, wickedness you ain't supposed to be living and dwelling in wickedness. But the Most High say you ain't supposed to take care of it by disappearing and shit. You got to take care of it by facing it.
Yeah, experience
it. Yeah. Because a lot of uses the example of drugs. You get taken out of that neighborhood and like, man, I'm gonna start a new leaf. I'm off drugs now. But you go to that same environment and somebody show you some drugs, you might do it again. You be like, damn, man, if I, that you can't run because you ran into you run into the same situation because somebody's out there, the devil's out there, and he's gonna bring it to you again. Or if you're not hooked on cocaine now you're hooked on pills. You're not hooked on pills, now you're hooked on sex. So the devil's always just knocking at your door like, hey, man. You'll see your friends out of nowhere. Hey, man, you still smoking shit? Like, nah, man, I quit. But, hey, man, I get all that shit free now. I don't even have to work and shit. Like, come to my house. I'm always home and shit. Yeah. It's the devil. Yeah. It's the devil himself.
I got hoes in there.
I got hoes, He show you one of his souls. Look at this pretty ass bitch. Damn.
I worked at Taco Bell with this guy. Yeah. Why is he fucking saying I can do all this shit?
He just appeared in front of us like, yeah, he got a job and he's the mailman. Hey, ain't you you just happen to be the mailman. Got to delivery for you, and it's Satan in that motherfucker. You open that motherfucker. It says he's still in wickedness. Yeah, he said he answered me and I said. He answered me and said, I went into the forest into a plain, and trees took counsel, and said, come, let us go and make war against the sea, that it may depart away before us, and that we may make us more wood. The floods of the sea also in like manner took counsel and said, come, let us go up and subdue the woods of the plain, that there also we make us another country. It says, the thought of the wood was vain, for the fire came and consumed it. Man. So you think the sea got the victory, right? Because the fire consumed the wood. Mm-hmm. So the thought of the wood was vain, for the fire came and consumed it. The thought of the floods of the sea came likewise to naught, for the sand stood up and stopped it. So that means that in your mind there's a battle, and you gotta understand that those both could fall, even though one came against the other. Like you play chess in your mind and shit. Like, damn, I got two wives, but that can work against me too. Because now I gotta support both of them, or I got they both want quality time. They both, you got more people pulling at you. And it seemed like a victorious situation, but it's really not. It's the other end to that, to where you got to use wisdom for both of that. Now, if you can handle and do handle it, then that's what the Most High set up for you. But I'm just saying there's another side of that where you got to use wisdom even for the one that you didn't think could win or be stronger than the other.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of the smartest people on the planet, the most, one of the most intelligent people, when the time comes, they forget to apply their wisdom and actually be wise. Yeah. So you might know all this knowledge, but it's all about how you apply it with your actions when that interaction happens. That battle, and that's the experience that the elders and apostles have had. They've been able to react accordingly in all them different battles.
Because you think about the trees, they stand up over the sea. You be like, man, look how victorious the trees look. They stand in their boldness, and then you just like a tornado, it tear down the trees and shit. And then you look at the sea, man, that vast sea, man, that's powerful water right there. Then the sand stops it. You like, damn. So you gotta consider that you gotta strengthen your weaknesses and the knowledge of the Most High, and where He give you that ability of the wisdom to use it and apply it. So now we're strengthening every part of us. We're strengthening our weaknesses, and in our strength, we're understanding to be humble more on that side. To be less weight on your hand.
less wrathful.
Yeah.
As well, you know, because when we in the kingdom, we ain't gonna be a wrathful people. We're gonna be a peaceful people. We're originally a peaceful people, and 2/3 they think that we come from a violent like birth. Yeah, it wasn't like it. Yeah, you know, but that's how it was for Esau. They started with a fairly violent birth. That's why we know this way when they go out.
And the balance of that is Jacob.
Yep.
Because it said he's the end of the world and Esau's the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of the fall. So it got to be that balance. If you want a full righteous kingdom and it ain't there yet, then you're gonna have to deal with a full wicked kingdom right now.
Yeah, to receive that righteousness.
Yeah. And that's that balance.
Yeah. You ain't gonna inherit the universe for free.
Jacob is a man of peace. He's a man of spirituality. So you're gonna have a wicked man of war. And that's what it said. His words are smoother than butter. War was in his heart.
They call him the hammer of the earth.
Hammer of the earth, man. So you can't make Esau good, man. You know, Jake be like, let's vote. You can't vote a wicked man into righteousness and shit, man. Oh, maybe if they, you know, once we vote and once we got something to say, we're the black people, we got a voice too. No, you really don't, man. Because if you had a voice, they would have answered it by now.
Yeah. Every election they do.
Yeah, every election. The voting that was back in the 60s, man, or whatever. You gonna tell me how many years later?
60 years,
80 years, almost 80 years, and you still voting and shit?
Ain't shit changed.
Ain't shit changed, man.
Shit got better.
Because they vote for the same shit. Black Lives Matter. That was Slaves Lives Matter. They wasn't no. They might have said Black Lives Matter too back then, but I'm just saying. It was like, don't our lives matter? We slaves, can we in the field, can we get some water? They were saying the same shit.
Yep.
And what did the slave master do? Just spill crumbs out there, like, yeah. Pick them up, Negroes, and just to keep you living and work another day. I don't give a damn. I ain't had one boss call my house and say, man, you cool, man. It's, you know, just sit and chop it up sometime, man. You're gonna be like, nigga, if you ain't coming in, we're gonna replace your ass. And then he gonna act like he ain't never seen you before. When you go get, you know, when you go get that last check, you be like, hey, you be like, you know, what are you here for? Like,
walk this way, your church over there with the like, don't even
just right down the hall. They direct you, like.
HR will take care of
you. You probably worked there 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, you know?
20 years, HR will take care of you. See you out. Don't hit your head on the well.
Some of you jakes that smoke some weed with your bosses and shit. As soon as you get fired, can't keep you on the premises no more. You have to, you know. All right. Yeah, lose contact with you and everything. Because as long as you ain't under their supervision, Jake is an animal. You could be anywhere. He'd be up to mischief and shit. I don't know what you're doing. You need to be. They think you need to be supervised under them. And that's what they're gonna do with that MOTB. They're gonna supervise you with that, you know, and control you with that. You know. It says, and he said, and if thou were judged now between the two, whom wouldst thou begin to justify, or whom wouldst thou condemn? Yes. You know, but but Most High is giving us wisdom in Israel. We're not supposed to like justify enemies. He's having us look at those different perspectives. Like if you don't do a full examination, you could be off. You could be off, man. You know, like you got some people that follow boxing, and they like, no, I know for sure he gonna win because I didn't see his work. He did a uppercut while he was walking away the other way and should have knocked this dude out. I'm voting for him. You know? Or you put your you have something on the market that looks promising, I'll back that up, you know? But if it don't look promising, man, like the truth is very promising. Us being elect is very promising. The kingdom to come is very promising. If it wasn't, we wouldn't be out here, man.
Be out here like this every week, Every day we doing lessons. Every day we thinking about Yahweh.
Yeah.
You know, even if it is a time where we are taking a break, watching a show or something on TV or something, we still apply it to the scriptures and be like, see, that's why they did that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll be looking at certain Elamites stuff, be like, that might be Jake. They look like Jake a little bit.
Yeah.
They act a little bit like Jake. You know, you can tell Jake's mannerisms, like they're just more lively
Well, like
than the other nations.
Like I was saying, Most High made us go through the school system for a reason, the so-called white man school system. Because we had to be on time, we couldn't be late. That same thing that applied to the camp. You know, you had to study, pass tests and all that. If you walking in the hall with some weed, you're gonna get, you know what I'm saying, getting pulled over by the principal. You know, you had to socialize and talk to people. You couldn't, if you had a girl in class that you liked, you'd be like, hey, they'd be like, keep quiet in class. You can't talk to that woman. You gotta wait until the bell rings, and then you gotta go to your next class. And then after school, you gotta go back to your parents' house. They're gonna be like, you know, where you at after school? You're supposed to be back home. You gotta sneak and call and shit, and hook up with your girl or something. You know, but the Most High made us have those kind of stipulations, so we can learn. Like, you can't be wild out there. You have to have some kind of disciplinary oversee. You know, you have to be stopped. Like, you have to be told something. You have to be, you know, hey, you know, don't quit talking to that girl. You know, and then you be like, damn, maybe, you know, because if I move too fast, damn, I got a child right now, you know, and I'm only 15 years old, you know.
Yeah.
It's when we were 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 13 women had babies, we were ready for that shit because we took care of each other. Israel ain't ready for that stuff no more because we divided. So that's why your mom's always saying, don't get pregnant. Not that she don't love the children, whatever, but she can't take care of no kids right now. No other kids other than you or whatever. But if you had a system of fatherhood in your house, the establishment of the family, you have like nieces and sisters that take care, and they wouldn't mind taking care of your children because they taking care. That's how a kingdom is ran. And the maids that take care of your children. You know? You know, we don't have to find a babysitter and have our own family to be burdened by our children. Let these heathens watch out, and they'll be in line and shit. They'd be afraid of us. That's why they're gonna be afraid of us. They ain't gonna think to even come home against our children. You know? What did they say when they found Moses, drew him out the water? He's like, this is one of the Hebrew children. You know, who's gonna nurse him? And they brought his mother, you know, to nurse and all that. But you know, they wouldn't. They was in good hands. Most High had us in good hands, even with these nations on a certain level. So, you know, we ain't getting our backs whipped no more and shit. You know, we ain't in chains and shit on one leg hopping, and the thing that iron is cutting into our feet and shit.
Yeah, getting whipped and stuff. Yeah, like you said, like, you know, we still gotta go to work and stuff, but you know, sometimes they do look out. You know, and that's the Lord, because it said it make your enemies be at peace with you. Yeah. So you know, if you are pleasing the Lord, that's why you're gonna have sometimes some of the heathens gonna be cool with you and help you out and stuff. And it's like, you just gotta know that's the Lord, not them. Because they only do it, but it's not like he talked about Esau, Edom in the book of Sirach, and said he do, like, when he do it good, he do it unwillingly. Yeah, exactly. Like, he don't even know why. He don't even know why he's doing that shit. That's the Lord doing it to them to show you that I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, you have a boss out of nowhere just saying, you know what? I'll give you a raise. You know, $1 raise because you know. You're a good guy, you know. I've seen you working all that. That's the most
like, you're a good guy.
You don't go sit with supper with him and shit, with his family and his dog and shit. Like,
you don't show up for Christmas and shit.
Yeah,
you just get
start cool behind with them.
Get your friends, give one of them the handshakes or whatever. Thanks.
As soon as you do that, they be like, Can you break dance for us?
So can you rap? Yeah. Like it's always that.
It's always gonna be that, man. and they racist unwillingly too, because they just wicked. Like they just like, hey, dude, my favorite rapper is this.
50 Cent, bro.
50 Cent, like, sometimes I play when I hit them. I be like, well, yeah, you know, I usually listen to a little Def Leppard and all that, and Little White Snake and Elton John and shit like that. And like, you ain't gonna see, and that's what we learn. We learn their shit too.
Yeah.
Don't. How you gonna, if you don't know your enemy, how you gonna defeat them and shit? We gotta know what Esau's up to, how he live, what he eat, what's inside his home and shit.
One thing, most of his music is whack as hell.
It's whack as hell. But some of our people are Israelites, like Elton John. I think he's an Israelite.
Yeah.
John Travolta.
Fugees.
Yeah, Fuji.
Yeah, is it the Fugees or something?
No, that's Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill. I'm thinking it was another
Foo Fighters?
Yeah.
No.
It was
Foo Fighters or something?
Foo Fighters, yeah, maybe that.
I wasn't thinking. It was somebody you said that was like old school, and that was Jake. It was real old school.
Beatles. You talking about what's the name? You talking about Queen?
I think so. I can't remember. It was a specific one, but it was like real old. It was real old. Like he could show me a lot of real old.
Oh
school,
yeah, kind.
You know, musicians that a lot of people,
Frank Sinatra and shit,
who people wouldn't perceive to be Jakes. Even somebody like Shakespeare. Shakespeare was Jake.
Yeah.
You know,
Beethoven.
Yeah.
Mozart. Yeah. All them.
Jay was the former all things. Salt of the earth.
Yeah. And that's why we say those things, like, you know, not like if you could dance real good and you doing some shit that ain't nobody even seen, and you starting Jake on that shit, you an Israelite, damn Jake. So we don't take things for that face value, but shit, ain't no Edomite doing that shit.
That's why they be asking us if we can dance, because they don't know how to dance.
Yeah. And don't get it twisted, Israel. I mean, y'all know, but it's we the majority, man. We the sand of the sea. It says, I answered and said, verily it is a foolish thought that they both have devised. For the ground is given into the wood, and the sea also is placed to bear its floods. Then answered he and me and said, thou hast given a right judgment, but why judgest thou not thyself also? Well, like that means like you have a mortal man or average man trying to hurry up the times beyond what the Most High already orchestrated for his process of time. Like I said, there's a time and a season for everything, man. Under the sun. That's what time to be born, time to die, time to live. Time to pluck up, time to plant, time to go to war, and a time for peace, time to love, and a time to hate. So you can't reorchestrate that stuff. Most High, it's already in the books. It's already in the circle of life, man. So you be like, well, man, we should speed up the time to get into the chariot. Yeah, we do that. We mourn in our flesh, but we understand in our spirit. We gotta wait.
You know, that's what Judas didn't do. He didn't wait whenever. That's why he thought Yahushua was going to, rise up and take him down. A lot of Israelites thought that was going to be the end times. So that's why Judas like trying to trade him and whatnot. But he thought the Most High was going to send some angels down and destroy him and was going to get out of there. That's why even at the end of it he felt sorrowful when he hung himself. Because he was like, damn, I didn't understand what. But it was just part of his lot to do that. But ultimately, he was trying to rush the time of the Most High.
Well,
Lord's movie. Make him raise his hand.
Because you see what happened with Yahushua. He came back. He resurrected.
Yep.
So it ain't like Most High left us hanging to fear death.
Yep.
He's like, my son rose from the dead.
Came back and talked to all of y'all, seen everybody, seen the apostles, seen Paul, and then left. So all right, y'all gonna forget this shit happened. You gonna come back and remember them.
There's some people that's been in a coma for 5 years that come back and shit. Y'all waiting for him? Motherfucker ain't done nothing in 5 years but lay in that damn bed. And y'all rooting for him, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
You know? And we doing all this work. Yeah, whatever. We don't mind that. It says, right judgment. It says, understand, for like unto the ground given to the wood and sea to the flood, even so that they dwell on earth may understand nothing but that which is upon the earth. Only he. So, if that's the case, how do we know about the heavens? I mean, that but he is saying that that there's some things that are too high for you. But Most High can give you the spirit and to share with you some things, mysteries and all that, some dark sins and all that, you know. So that proves too that it's something coming from the heavens, man. Because we talking about the heavens. If it was no Most High, no heavens, we wouldn't even have acknowledgement of that. We wouldn't even have knowledge. Why, you know? Where do our people get that from? When they say fly high, and they, the same people that tells us we crazy for speaking like that. It says too, no man has descended into the earth lest they have ascended to heaven. So that things come from the heavens, man. It's gonna be manifest on earth, and that's why Most High got men set up on the earth. That's why he got things set up on the earth for war and all that. This is the destructive out of not destructive, but this is the form. I mean, the what do you call it? This is the elemental matters where we can get caught up in between. That's why I said in the beginning, the dust shall go back to the ground. Which the man was made to be immortal. Didn't it say that? We shouldn't have to go back to the ground. That's the law of physics and elements that the Most High set up.
Yeah, the curses that we got put on.
A man reap what you sow. You sown flesh, you're gonna go back into the in flesh. Yeah, but your spirit lives on. What did it say? Comparing spiritual things with spiritual things and carnal with carnal things. They're not the same. So we have a spirit within us, but the messages that we get to be fed in our spirit is from the Most High. He feeds us with knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We don't learn from, we learn from a man teaching on the earth, but he got that from the Most High. Why would he be talking about the Most High and up there if he didn't get it from the Most High? And then you ask, well, how can I be sure? Because there's other men teaching like that too. They don't seem so right. Well, that's the difference. Because they talk about carnal things. These churches talk about carnal things, man. When you in these churches or hear these preachers, they talk about carnal things all day. Money, tithes, gotta fix the church building that's falling apart. We don't have to, worry about no church building falling apart.
Followers
the lights gotta be on, the AC in the summertime. Yeah, how many followers and all that?
10,000 believers.
Now they competing against other churches and all that. But it's not for the word to prove the word right. It's for a competition of singers and shit, dancing and Kirk Franklin. You think the Most High is for that following? Yeah, nah, man. And it looks so like they make it look fun to us, but they make it look fun to Jay. You got every time you go to church, you go to an Easter party, and the kids is, going to search for some eggs, and the prizes in the eggs. And look at this. Kid opens up a damn egg, and it's a candy in there. They didn't think they didn't hit the jackpot and shit.
$1,
yeah.
And shit. They think they just came
going crazy. I want to be in heaven where our kids is like, they finding gems and stuff and drip gold and jewel, and a peacock or an exotic bird come in and right in front of them and talk with them, man. Some life in this stuff, man.
Say like kids be playing with the lions.
Yeah. There's no life and stuff. We supposed to be communicating with the animals. Now we can't even communicate with them. Motherfuckers chase us as soon as we get out the door and shit. Like damn, the liveliness of this place has gone down, man.
Yeah, they said this place to get weaker by age.
Yep. The earth waxed cold like a garment, man. It says, then answered I and said, I beseech thee, O Lord. Now he said, earth may understand nothing but that which is among the earth, and he that dwelleth above the heavens may only understand the things that are above the height of the heavens, man. That's why it says angels, they desire to look into the things that we do. Because to them, like angels would have been like, I would have just destroyed that supervisor into the ground, under the ground and shit. How'd you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You be like, yeah, I understand, man. I'll be here next time, you know what I'm saying? Because angels just, angels on the left hand, they just want to destroy shit. Like, let me turn America upside down, Lord. I don't see, I mean, they see, but they just want to get busy. Yeah. We do too, man. We know the process of things. It can't happen just yet. It says, then answered I and said, I beseech thee, O Lord, let me have understanding. And that's another thing, you got to pray for understanding. Some people think they can get understanding just right away. No, you got to pray for it. If you want understanding in the right way, in the right spirit, you got to pray for that. As well as faith and hope and all that. They ain't free. It says, well, I would say it's a gift. When you give somebody a gift, that usually means they're giving you a gift because of your hard work. I got a gift for you, you know what I'm saying? Because they know you. They know your works.
And that's how we believe the Lord knows us, because he gave us faith. He gave us his gift. Because whatever we did back then was enough to receive it.
Yeah, because
it says not off our works, but
Well, what do people do when they give gifts? They just like the Most High does his bride. Like I gotta, they don't know about the ring that they're gonna get, or they don't know about the gift. It's a secret, and then they be like, next time I see her, I'm gonna give her this. You know what I'm saying?
Because he loves her.
Yeah, and she don't know, but when she gets that gift, she be like, oh, she's surprised. I mean, she loves it, and she's wowed by it. So, and he did that because he thought about something she did or how much she loved him. He's like, I'm gonna give her a car. I'm gonna buy a car, man. Oh, don't buy a car. Like Most High is gonna buy us some chariots and some. I'm just example and stuff. But he already got that prepared. He said, my Father prepared for you a place. It says, let me be understanding, for it was not my mind to be curious of the high things, but of such as pass by us daily, namely wherefore Israel is given up as a reproach to the heathen. And see, Israel was always concerned about, well, what about our condition as Israelites? And for what cause the people whom that has loved us given over into ungodly nations? It says ungodly nations were plural, man. Well, all these nations are ungodly because they don't worship the real power. And why the law of our forefathers brought to naught, and the written covenants come to none effect. And we pass away out of the world as grasshoppers, and our life is astonishment and fear. We are not worthy to obtain mercy. What will we then do unto his name whereby we are called? Of these things have I asked. And I won't read too much more. But he said, then he answered me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. So, some jakes be like, I just give up. I'm out of the truth because I don't understand it. Questions ain't answered, you know what I'm saying, to that extent to where it soothes my soul and stuff. We ain't trying to, this ain't about us anyway. It's about the Most High, about Yahweh Shai.
You meet the measure that he wants you to meet.
Exactly.
And that's the main thing, you want to grasp hold of your position in the body And then, you know, as you do that, you will grow and learn more secrets and learn more things. Because the brotherhood is a method to all of it, you know, like just how brothers operate around each other. You know, and the more you get into it, the more you start to see that it's not just, you know, randomness in it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Structure. Like the days are being fulfilled. You know? It says, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hastens fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous, to the righteous. You know? And that's what Esau saying. The world is going to be over. Everybody's just going to be, the world's going to blow up. And then we're just, you know, spirit's going to be out there, whatever. We're going to just vaporize and all that. Nah, we're going to stay right here and deal with this shit. Day by day and shit. Till the Most High get us out of here. You're going to continue to see prophecy, Esau. You're going to continue to see, you know, just like slavery. Most High couldn't make it over quick for Edom, but he didn't. It's written, pre-written, ordained. I mean, you know, and prophesied that he would go into slavery. That's the balance. And Esau don't want to go to that process. Let's just speed it up. Come on, you know. But when you was like a Jacob, innocently too, not even applying to your laws, he was innocent. No matter what, because we said, you know, the scripture say no man born who ever perished being innocent. But now, according to your laws, he didn't do shit. And you had him locked up there for 30 years. And he had to go through that shit. So you don't think you got to go through 1,000 years of slavery? Most High gonna keep your ass here. He gonna bring your ass back around in this reincarnation. The Father of spirits. Hey, why didn't they read that in the church? Why didn't they read about reincarnation in church? That's why they don't believe it now. They're embedded with the devil's philosophies. It says, well, this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmity. So the angels telling them that. We know that. Most High know that we're suffering down here. That the earth is filled with unrighteousness and infirmity, injuries, robberies got by deceit, unrighteous dealing. He know the court system is wicked and shit. Don't think this stuff is going unnoticed. You know? Because we wouldn't be talking about it if that was the case. We wouldn't acknowledge this. Because it got to be a righteous answer to the wicked answers, man. It got to be. You can't have one without the other, like that song, Love and Marriage, or like a horse and carriage. This, you know, my brother, you can't have one without the other, man. You know? Even though that's not in the scriptures at all. We'll start to close up, but it says, but as concerning the things whereof thou asking me, I would tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. But it's coming though. It's not yet come. It's coming. It's sown. In the Most High, you know how much you gotta let's say you just like this learning of Esau and all that, and learning such but yet you can't get away, you can't get out of people's mind. It's embedded in our people's mind. Most High make the simple things, it could be complex to you. You could bust inside a woman and try to walk away, and then you got a child. Most High got to say, you a father, you know that, right? Mm-hmm. Now you got to go through the process of raising your child forever. Yeah. Just by busting a little nut, man. You know what I'm saying? A little seed. What it say? I don't want to tie these into it, man. Yeah.
Mustard seed.
Yeah, mustard seed. 1 grain of mustard seed.
Turn to a whole ass damn
shit. You know? You got a whole person growing up telling you, Daddy, you know, what am I supposed to do in life? You know, and you got to have the answers. Yeah. So we have to understand the process of time, and it's almost over, but this is part of the process. Suffering, going to work for these devils. Think Most High gonna have us here forever, man? You know? Most High could turn this thing around and just like that. He could send us right now and pick us up in the chariots and take us to Jerusalem and destroy America. And now, right now, tonight. Well, not so much. He's bound to his word, like I said. On that faction, he's bound to his word. Get that scripture right there. We close out on that. So if he said he's gonna bless the so-called white man with the fatness of the earth, the dwellings of the earth, and the sword, he got to do it. What did it say? Is he a man that he should lie? You know. It only makes sense of the judgment coming down from Yahweh concerning Esau and Jacob that he would be Isaac. Because he's the one that blessed Esau and Jacob. So I think it says bound to his word.
Yeah. Rephrasing it because it showed a couple of them. Oh yeah. Okay. It's Hebrews 6. All right, this is Hebrews. Oh, that's not too
What's another word for bound?
I know you said there's a man that should not lie.
Upkeep, bound, upkeep. Tired.
Oh, I think it's that. I think it's that. But
his word is
yeah, it just says it says something like that. But it just in the NLT it says that.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. Maybe keeper of his word, something like that.
Well, it says the Lord is our keeper. So.
Numbers 30 and 2. Try Numbers 30 and 2.
What?
Try Numbers 30 and 2. With Google, sometimes you type it in and Google, it gets you straight to it.
That's what I did, but I didn't see it. All right, yeah, this is right. Water. This is Numbers chapter 30, verse 2. If a man vow unto the Lord or swear, this is what I seen earlier, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeded out of his mouth. That's the one you look at?
No, but I mean that's good.
Yeah, that was the one I seen earlier. But I was like, I know you was saying something else. Yeah,
talking about Elder Hebrews.
That's what other one I was gonna read. Yeah, that was the other one I had, but I don't think it was that one.
I mean, this is another one.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's another one.
Hebrews 6 and 16. For men indeed swear by the greater, and oath for confirmation is for them an end of all dispute. I think this is a different translation, but
it
says, for men verily swear by the greater, and an oath for confirmation is to them an end of all strife. Wherein God willing more abundantly to show unto the heirs of promise the immutability of his counsel confirmed it by an oath.
Yeah, that was the one I seen, but I just didn't see it.
Yeah. This is another one. I'll find it later, but so but they say this is our reasonable service. So we trying to go all the way into immortality, most high will. We believe in that stuff. Hey, y'all believe in Superman and Batman and all that so-called white man's power, and we believe in the Most High's power. And Most High willing, we enjoy to the end. But anyway, hopefully it was edifying. Give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to Apostle Elders, Great Millstone, Bishops, Great Millstone. Most High willing. Shalom. Yahweh Shai. Shalom. It's killing me.
Yeah, I was seeing that.